Let's talk about Obama's re-election. 50% of the country voted for Obama. They didn't vote for mediocrity. They voted for failure. Here's a list of the things that Obama said he would do in his first term, or he would be a one-term president. He would cut the deficit, reduce the debt, close Gitmo, reduce unemployment, bring people together, and create jobs. He did not cut the deficit. He increased it more than any other president since the history of this country began. He increased the debt. He didn't close Gitmo. He went out and bought them a soccer field for $750 million. Terrorists playing soccer on the American taxpayer dime. Great stuff. He didn't reduce unemployment. He started at 7.8%, and when he got reelected, it was 7.9%. He certainly didn't bring people together. He divides this country by race and by class. If you make a lot of money and you work hard, you're not a friend of the Democrats. And he certainly didn't create jobs. That's proven in the unemployment rate. The powerful truth is Obama failed miserably, was and still is unqualified for the office. Obama is like a bad Hollywood movie. We paid for the ticket and now we want a refund. He is style over substance, an image created by Hollywood with nothing behind it, an empty suit. He's just a man, nothing more than that, and quite common. Just another politician from Chicago that lied hundreds of times to America. These are the facts. What we got from Obama was Obamacare, where he told America that you would be able to keep your health care coverage and the cost would go down. What we got was at least a 30% increase in the cost of health care. We have up to 50% of the businesses are going to drop coverage for their employees. So I'm not sure how you get to keep your health care when they drop you. We got an $800 billion stimulus package that was supposed to keep unemployment below 5.6%. He laughed about wasting all that taxpayer money and said, I guess those jobs weren't so shovel-ready. I would really like it if Congress would find out what happened to that $800 billion. We now have gas prices that are more than double what they were when Obama took office. In full disclosure, this is something Obama wanted. He reduced permits for drilling in this country by almost 50%. He wanted the gas prices to go through the roof. His plan was everybody was going to run out and buy a green car. Unfortunately, that plan failed, as well as all his other plans. But meanwhile, you're paying for gas, and the money that comes out of your pocket to fill your tank takes away from everything else you do. Takes away from your children, takes away from your household, and it takes away from your quality of life. You can thank Obama for that. Obama wasted American taxpayer money, good money that was earned by you, and he gave it to folks that donated to his campaign. Some of the companies you've heard of, like Solyndra, where he gave them $450 million, and they went bankrupt. This has happened over and over and over again. Instead of using the money to build bridges, fix roads, build infrastructure that we desperately need in this country, he gave it to his friends, money you worked hard for. Just about everything that you purchase is now cost more money under Obama. The one place you probably see it the most is in higher food prices. As the price of gasoline has gone up, it costs more money to move these products to market. So not only does it cost us more out of our tank, but it's also costing us more to feed our families. I don't think Obama understands what he's doing. And a result of all these policies that have failed are killing America. The Fed keeps printing US dollars. That's another way of them reducing your money. A dollar is no longer worth a dollar. It's worth about 75 cents. Again, these are the policies that are bringing America down. It's why so many people are struggling from day to day. And they want more and more and more of your money. The housing market hasn't gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten worse. Because instead of letting the market decide where the bottom was, they propped the market up and continued the pain for many, many months. Including the housing market, our overall growth has been anemic, and we've had a terrible economy for the last 4 years. We've had stifling regulation in the form of Dodd-Frank. Okay, so these are the things that are going on that get in the way of business and prevent the growth from happening. This is what the liberals do. They want to control everything, but unfortunately, they do more harm than good. Obama definitely lied about Libya. They knew a lot more than they let on, and they lied to America for at least a month. The other thing that he does so well, and people buy it hook, line, and sinker, is they blame the previous administration. Now, I don't know about most Americans, but if I got a job, and I was on the job for 6 months or a year, and I told my boss that I couldn't do the job or I was failing at my job because of the person that held the job before me, I would get fired, and so would everyone else. Understandably, I don't expect him to turn around the economy in a year. However, it's been 4 years and nothing has gotten better. Nothing. Not one single thing. I'm doing this video mainly because of the 2012 campaign. I want to discuss what we heard. Since Obama's policies have failed for the last 4 years, his campaign couldn't talk about his own record. So they decided to maliciously attack a successful businessman and a good man by most accounts. They called him a tax cheat, a murderer, a felon, etc. I listened intently to Obama's campaign, and beside the slander, there were no ideas for fixing the country. So my opinion is Obama and his campaign are scum. That's right, scum, and don't deserve to be respected. He has degraded the office of the president. Obama used words like revenge and punish our enemies. Who was he talking about? Punishing other Americans? Let's talk about our laws for a moment. We're supposed to be a nation of laws. The government picks and chooses the laws they want to enforce. Here's a few examples. Obama bailed out some in the auto industry. He used taxpayer money to take companies through bankruptcy and then lied about Romney wanting to do the same. The difference in Obama's plan is the unions got roughly a 30% stake in the company free of charge. That's illegal. So they used your money, American taxpayer dollars, and gave the unions a stake in the auto company. Simply unfair. The other thing they did was all of those unions that got bailed out with the industry, all of their pensions were protected. All the non-union workers, their pensions are gone. You didn't hear about this during the election. They don't enforce the immigration laws. We've all seen that. In fact, they sue other states that want to enforce the law. If you're not going to enforce those laws, they don't mean anything. And if the laws don't work for everyone, then they work for no one. So here's what I'm suggesting. On immigration, they don't enforce the illegal immigration laws. They welcome those votes because it means votes for Democrats. They allow these people to protest in our streets with impunity. If the laws don't apply to everyone, then they apply to no one, and then anarchy begins. The Democrats' solution to everything is higher taxes and more spending. It simply does not work. As Americans, aren't you getting tired of government using your hard-earned money to pay for other people's free stuff? They waste our tax money, and then they want more of it. Hard-working people struggle to make ends meet, while others get paid to stay home and are on food stamps. I realize some need these programs, but many don't. It's time to end this madness. Here's my solution, as I've been watching this country for decades. I've been watching the Republicans and the Democrats fight with one another while the debt grows and the deficit grows and our taxes get higher and higher, and nothing is ever done. It's never done. They just talk about getting it done, but they never actually do anything. The time has come to build a coalition of people in this nation that want to financially disable the U.S. government. The government does not live without tax dollars, and they don't serve the people. The people serve the government. We need to force the government to do the will of the people. If we stop paying our federal income taxes, both businesses and personal, we can force the government to do the will of the people. Remember when the Wisconsin Democrats fled the state? They took the ball and went home. They went to Illinois. We need to do the same. 50 million people voted for Romney. If half that number stopped paying taxes today, the government would bow to the people that fund it. The Democrats will tell you when it comes to illegal immigrants, they can't round up or deport 12 to 20 million illegal aliens. So how could they possibly round up 25 million tax protesters? Remember our history, the Boston Tea Party. Please help me begin this movement today.